Okay, what we have is a rebound front delt. So what you're going to do, all these moves, these drops, these rebounds, these reps, they're all based off of the extreme slow position. So you've probably done the extreme slow by this point, front delt. So you're going to start at that position, shoulders locked down, and you never lose that position as you go through this characteristic of a rep. But what it's going to be is you're going to hold the weight out, feet are hip width apart, staring straight ahead. Always set your feet first. We're making contact with the ground. That's the first area of force exchange, so it needs to be correct anatomically. You're going to drop the weight. It's going to fall. You're going to chase it. Once you hit into it, reverse the position, reverse the direction, right back up to the start. Okay, so it's going to look like this in slower motion. Now, if you notice, my body's not moving a lot. I'm not adjusting to chase the weight. Everything's held off of that extreme slow position. I am now just moving around that grounded base foundational position. Okay, so it'll look like this in a higher speed. And what you want is, if you're strong enough, you want to hit into this weight as hard as you can. So it's all going to be relative. Whether you're 80 years old or 8 years old, the speed of the movement is always as much as you can get, as fast as you can get that signal going. Okay? It's going to look like this. Notice I'm not throwing the weight. It's not a throw. You got to separate these reps into, it starts here, finishes there. Finish, finish. Okay? From the side, you'll see this. The reason I show you from the side is so you don't see this. But as you work with kids and weaker adults and people who have a tendency to get injured later on in life, they don't have the ability to turn on their abdominals, their hamstrings, their low back. So as a force is entered into the body, into the hands, these don't learn to brace. So is it surprising that when we pick up a child, the low back like blows, or you go to turn to put a seatbelt on and you herniated a disc, or you've sat down and pulled a chair in and all of a sudden you've got some sort of a structural compromising injury? Everything's linked together. So we're trying to get everything in sequence all together. And again, it's all based on that extreme slow position. So it's going to look like this. And then as you get stronger, the weights don't get heavier, they actually get lighter in a more advanced system. You just hit into this faster, harder, move faster as you adapt to the training system. But a lot of the times the weight's not going to vary. But whatever the weight is given to you, that's the position. That's how you execute a rebound front delt.